Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Twitch.com with Geekspiel. We're here, just a group of fun-loving individuals who offer an inclusive environment that try to keep it PG-13 so that no one's offended. All we want to do for you is to go ahead and show you how to play D&D and give you a good time. Tonight, we're going to go ahead and feature an RPG setting, although if you join Twitch.com, you can also play board games and other tabletop RPGs if you like. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Geekspiel. Tonight, we're going to go ahead and operate the precursor to Minions of Habuu, a 5th edition D&D game set in a different world. It's going to start off in the large city of Cragwich, where each of these individuals are brand new adventurers seeking out fame and fortune. We will go ahead and start with Sir Robert of Leadenflint.
That's me. You just want a little background of my character?
Yes, sir. Go ahead and tell the people who you are and what you want to do.
Well, I am a half-orc bard raised by elves. I came to Cragwich in order to locate my lost band. And while I was here, I showed up at the local guild house for adventurers and figured I'd try to make some extra coin. That's what you're looking for, wasn't it?
That is exactly what I'm looking for. Copious?
This Copious Volbitters III of the Tall Grove Volbitters. He's 3.5 feet of dynamite forest gnome, dressed in snazzy clothes. Considers himself an expert on exotic spices and ingredients for his alchemic and apothecary type of research. He's looking to make his fame and fortune by selling his exotic wares to the brewers and brewmasters of the town. And he is looking for those exotic ingredients by adventuring and making his way through the wilds of the town and the surrounding environs.
Adam.
All right, so my character's name is Mogomar. She's a half-orc fighter, had a human mother and an orc father, raised in an orc village, and basically was the commander of a unit in the military that was totally slaughtered. And now he's looking for redemption. It was pretty much his fault. Now he's looking for redemption with a new career. Is that good?
That works for me. AJ.
All right.
Yeah, my character is named Felix. I'm originally from Gastonia. It's a small town in the foothills near the North Shore. In my younger years, I used to help the fishermen unload their catch of the day. I learned to work like a sailor and talk like a sailor. So I'll try to keep it PG-13. When I was old enough, I served as a soldier for the king. I picked up many useful skills through my training and from my trials in battle. I also picked up several bad habits. I'm a vicious gambler that is often on the wrong side of luck, and I've fled here to Cragwich to find treasure or to win big enough to pay off my gambling debts.
Samantha.
Hello, I'm playing Dafiba Timbers, also a forest gnome, who is very excited to finally see another forest gnome, so just watch out. She's going to get very excited. My family died when I was very young, and I have been living for the last 15 years with a human druid. Very kind woman has taken me in and has raised me. So I'm following in her path. It's the only path I know. But when I turned 20, she finally let me go to town so I could have some of my own adventures, and I'm very excited to have those.
And finally, Andrew.
So I am playing Tundersmuck, a Dwarven fighter who was born the illegitimate son of Bumpo Thunderpunch and Bertha No Neck. When for most of his life, he attempted to show his father that he was worth something. But when Bertha No Neck died poverty-stricken and almost all alone except for him, he decided it was time to not just show his father that he was worth something, but to also someday take revenge on his father.
Very nice. Now you are all acquainted. However, you are not all together. In the big city of Cragwich, this place is a metropolis from medieval times. It's very large, but adventurers like yourselves are usually relegated to an area called Dworkin's District. It's an area replete with people of your ilk, we shall say. There are taverns, gambling halls, and other places of ill and or good rebuke. There are several temples in this area, but the city watch likes to keep you people blocked away into this area because you tend to cause problems that are unique to your profession as opposed to the rest of the genteel population in the other areas. While you have been here only a short time, you have discovered several things. One, the Adventurers Guild costs 50 gold pieces to get in, and none of you have the cash just quite yet. Two, there are a lot of inns and taverns in the Dworkin district, and the alcohol is fairly cheap. Three, the city guards do not put up with much garbage, so you have to watch yourself around them or you will find yourself in what we call the medieval pokey. And number four, there seems to be some kind of an illness running rampant through the city of Cragwich. While not much is known, the clerics of the normal faiths have had little success in trying to resolve the issue. So when we start off this adventure, I'm going to go ahead and take Adam and Samantha first. Go ahead and raise your hands for me, please. You two are wandering through a local tavern called the Smelly Trout. When you bump into each other in a crowded restaurant, and you guys have instantly formed a bond for some reason. The half-orc and the forest gnome don't usually get along, but you guys enjoy telling jokes to each other. The problem is the people at the table next to you do not appreciate your sense of humor. As you continue to consume ale, you get louder and more distracting to the others. A couple of individuals dressed in what appear to be clerical robes with an unknown symbol that neither of you recognize decide to approach your table. They go ahead and talk to Adam first and ask him what his problem is. Adam, these individuals, there are three of them. They're dressed in clerical robes, and they want to know what your problem is. All three are human. Are you deaf? Tell me what's wrong with you.
Just having a good time. There's no problem.
Are you sure? Because we are trying to go ahead and enjoy ourselves, and you two are having a problem. You guys are making it very difficult for us.
There's no problem. We're just having a good time.
Are you sure there's no problem? Because we can step outside and go ahead and take care of a problem if there is.
Let's go outside and take care of it.
What about you, Forest Gnome? Are you going to come out and take care of this problem?
Well, I don't understand why there is a problem. We're just having some drinks. You guys want to have some drinks with us instead?
Perhaps your understanding is just floating over your head, whereas your ugly friend here catches it right in the face. So you either understand that there's a problem with you two, or you don't.
Oh, so I see. So the problem, you have a problem with us. That's what you're telling me.
That's exactly right.
Okay, let's go
Us and our
outside.
friends.
Let's go. Let's go.
We're going outside. They're going to go ahead and lead you outside. They'll go ahead and take the lead. Are you going to go ahead and follow them?
Yes.
Give me Frank and Andrew. Show me your hands. You two are just walking into the Smelly Trout to get a few libations underneath your belt when the door flies open and strikes Andrew in the face. Three humans move to push you out of the way. What would you like to do?
Punch him in the face. See
Fair
how
enough.
they like it.
Who, me or the three?
Well, you're behind Andrew.
Oh, okay.
The humans.
Samantha and Adam, for some reason, there seems to be a backlog at the front door, and you hear a loud tumult. Andrew, go ahead and roll to see if you can punch them. For purposes of physical fighting, you're going to be able to do 1d4 in fist damage if you connect.
Okay, so that gives me an idea of what dice to get.
He raises a mighty hand. Swing away.
We'll go ahead and start with the D20. See if you can hit.
13.
13 is good enough to hit the cultist in the face. Go ahead and roll D14, please.
4.
Samantha and Adam, you notice that the trio of cultists kind of lean back as the first one comes flying through the door to your right side. The other two cultists, for some reason, take great offense at this, Andrew, and they go ahead and try and jump on you. So
Let them try.
the first one out the door rolls a 12. What is your AC?
My AC. Not familiar with this character sheet. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
19.
19. He swings and misses. The second one decides to jump out the door. Let's see if he trips. With a 4, he lands at the feet of Frank. Is there anything you'd like to do to this individual who seems to have drunkenly stumbled out of the tavern?
Falling at my feet.
Yep. Apparently,
Kick him in the head.
See if you can hit him.
Big old 10.
Swing and a miss as Lucy pulls the football away from you. Samantha and Adam, something's going on. One of the cultists, the one with the biggest mouth, is laying on the floor. The two others seemingly have jumped out of the door and are dealing with some other problem. Would you like to return to drinking, or would you like to take care of the loudmouth that's currently on the floor?
I think we hit the guy on the floor.
Sure, he's prone. You
Yeah.
might as well hit him. Go ahead and give me a D20 roll, see if you get him. Are you going to try and hit him, kick him, or use something on him?
I'll just stomp on him. I rolled a 6, though. Probably not good enough.
He's able to quickly dodge out of the way and miss. So what would you like to do?
Hey, don't mess with my friend. So I'm going to attempt to grab a hold of his legs and just hold them so he can't move. Remember, I'm
Okay.
tiny.
Go ahead and D20.
16.
16. You grab a hold of both legs. Johnny and Copious V. Bitters, let's get you in there. These two lugs in front of you are blocking the way. All you want to do is go grab a drink, and they're messing with two guys in robes.
Do Johnny and I know each other? Or are we just wandering in?
You are both wandering in at the same time. You have not been formally introduced.
I'm going to step over the people who are fighting to go get a drink.
Okay. John?
Unmute, Johnny. Push to talk. We can't hear you. Johnny's having technical difficulties.
Johnny's he's a go-getter. He's going to jump on the fight. I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying.
Johnny, go ahead and roll a D20, and let's see if you land on Andrew, a cultist, or the missing punter, Frank. A 5? Frank, roll a dex check, D12. Johnny wants to get into the fight so bad that he crashes into you.
8.
8. You tip over. You will roll initiative at disadvantage. We're going to start off with round 2, folks. So to recap, we've got Samantha, the forest gnome, grabbing a hold of one cultist by both legs, Johnny knocking Frank out of the way, Andrew ready to pummel somebody, Adam trying to kick and miss, and Copious is just thirsty, and he's found himself right in the middle of melee. So everybody take your D20. Give me an initiative. Frank, you're still at disadvantage because you're wobbly.
What was
4.
my disadvantage?
Roll 2d20 and take the lowest.
12. Do I add my initiative though?
Yes.
Okay, 16.
Anybody
17.
lose to a 4? Nobody lose to a 4? Andrew, it's probably +2.
I can't find my initiative.
It's probably +2. D-roll +2. D20.
All right, so D20
Yes, sir. The character
plus
sheets are
2, I get 5.
5. Well, that still beats a 4. Copious, you are stuck right in the middle of everything. Samantha and Adam, you've got 1. Johnny, you've got another with Frank. And Andrew, you've got the other one. So who had the highest roll? Frank?
16.
16. 20 for Copious. Copious, you found yourself in the middle of a melee. You can jump over the forest gnome. Hopefully Adam won't hit you in the process. Or you can back out.
Ah, goodness. So this is probably like the first forest gnome I've seen, and who knows how long since I left home, right?
And there's 2 of them. Oh, you're the other one, aren't you?
I'm the other one.
Okay, yes.
So there's an ugly mongrel laying on top of trying to stomp on some guy's head, and a forest gnome wrapped around the guy's legs, right?
You're going to have to define which ugly mongrel you're talking because there's a couple in this group right now. No
I'm
offense.
handsome, damn it. My mom told me so.
And you've got a shirt that says that. So yes, there is a forest gnome and a mongrel-looking individual trying to beat that one inside the bar. Meanwhile, the bar is erupting in cheering and yelling, and you, Copious, will see the exchange of money as people are taking bets.
Oh, there's action on the side. So here's what, is there something handy I can pick up? Like a bottle, a flagon, something of that nature on a...
There is a bar winch yelling at the forest gnome and Adam.
Can I pick up the bar winch and use her then?
You can grab a mug off of her tray
Oh, okay.
as it spills onto Samantha, the forest gnome.
Okay, I'll grab the mug and slam it on the head of whoever this forest gnome is holding on to.
Fair enough. So that's you'll do D6 damage on that guy if you hit successfully. So
Natural
roll it.
20.
Okay, for those of you who are new, I do play a house rule where if you roll a natural 20, you're going to get max damage right bad. And if you roll a natural 1, you're going to hit a friend or yourself. So Copious V. Bitters cracks the skull of the individual that Samantha was detaining and Adam was attempting to hit, causing a large gash to open up on his forehead. He is quite woozy, but still semi-conscious. Next in the initiative order, I believe, was Frank with a 16.
Who am I near?
You and Johnny are pretty much zoning in on the second cleric individual outside the bar.
Well, it's
You can try to-
clobbering time.
Okay?
Okay. I'm going to roll to punch him in the face. Unarmed melee. +2, so 18.
18 is good enough to punch him in the face. 1d4, please.
1d4, sir. Two.
2 hit points to...
Oh, wait. It does say 1d4 +2. So I get to add 2 to that. So 4.
Correct. 4. Okay, who was next in line out of the 16?
I was 16 also.
Okay, Adam, you're up. Your guy has the large gash in the forehead and is bleeding. He is not
All
the
right.
loudmouth, but he was one of the associates.
Am I close to him?
Oh yeah, you missed your kick, so you are
Alright.
standing above the forest gnome and narrowly missed getting hit in the face with the mug that Copious Bitters flung.
All right, I'm going to stomp again.
Fair enough.
All right. So what do I roll?
Yes, a D20.
15.
That is more than enough to hit him. If you're going to stomp him, you're going to roll a d6. Yes, Frank?
Can I get a sound check from Johnny? I think I fixed his problem.
2.
2.
Nope. I lied. I'm sorry.
After the 16, who was next? Andrew, what was your roll?
5.
6. And Johnny, what was yours?
Hold your fingers up, Johnny.
He doesn't have that many fingers. It's an 11. Oh, okay, Johnny, you are up.
13.
You are next to Frank outside with number 2. If you'd like to attack, go ahead and roll a d20. If you want to punch, it's a d4. If you want to kick, it's a d6. There are no unusual weapons outside, unless you want to pick up Frank and smash him smash the guy with Frank.
I'm not that small, buddy.
You could just body slam you into him. Show us your die. For those of you listening at home, we're having a few technical difficulties that we're trying to sort out. We want to get Johnny back on board so that he can finish off the cleric.
Well, in the meantime, you're going to see me trying to lick that ale off of my arm while I hold that guy because I don't want to waste it. That was good ale.
That's
So,
fair enough. I'll
okay.
go ahead and allow you
Yeah,
to do that.
suck a little bit at my shirt. You know, I'm getting some of that ale.
That's
They interrupted
true.
my drink.
Yeah, it's splattered. So, and while Johnny's outside, Andrew, you had the loudmouth. What would you like to do?
Can I punch him again?
Sure, go ahead.
I didn't do so well this time. 4.
No, you swing and a miss, but you didn't hit any of your associates, so that's the good news. Yep. With Frank doing significant amount of damage, he's successfully blocked Johnny out. Johnny is trying to climb over Frank, but is unsuccessful due to Frank's stature. So we're going to go ahead and move on with the clerics trying to take care of business. Andrew, the loudmouth doesn't appreciate you trying to punch him, so he's going to take a poke at you. 19. I believe that is a hit, correct?
That is a hit, yes. Not by much, but a hit.
4 hit points of damage, though. He rocks your world with a shot to the jaw. Frank, since you are blocking out Johnny, your groggy guy is going to roll, but he's going to roll at disadvantage, which means he's going to roll 2 d20s, and he's going to take the lowest to try and hit Frank. An 11 and an 18. I assume an 11 does not get you. Frank. Okay.
I am an 11 on the AC.
Oh,
11
you are?
exactly, yes.
Oh, bad news. He's going to kick you in the face. 6 hit points.
I didn't know I was fighting Bruce Lee.
He drills you. How many hit points you got left?
Oh, 21.
21? What? What level are you? Oh, I can write down 106.
I don't know. It was stupid program.
Wait, I'm making some adjustments to my character, Frank. Give me a second here.
So,
Hold on. I'm looking. It's a brand new sheet. I might have looked in the wrong area.
yeah, stop looking at the weight. I need the hit points.
That's max hit points. I don't know what current is.
Samantha, Copious, and Adam, you guys are all on one individual. I'm going to roll a d6. Samantha, you're going to be 1-2. Adam, you're going to be 3-4. And Mr. Bitters, you're going to be 5'6". That's who he's going to target, and then he will see if he can get you. Number 3, Adam. He doesn't like you, period, so he's just going to try and do a cross on you. With a 7, so you see his fist go way far off your nose. You are safe.
Nice.
So let's move to round 3. Everybody give me initiative. Frank, you're back to normal. As normal gets. 11. Who beats
15.
an 11?
15.
14.
If I get a +2, I get a 13, but I think I just get a +1 because my dexterity is +1 and I don't see any other bonuses.
We'll go ahead and what was your roll?
My roll was an 11.
Okay. Even with a +1, you're going to beat me. So everybody beats the clerics, who apparently are not very good fighters. Who had the high roll?
I rolled 15.
I had 15.
I had 2 15s. Anybody beat a 15?
No, I also have 13.
Okay. Give me the 2 15s. Let's knock some people out here. Oh, by the way, everybody roll a d20 and add your wisdom bonus. We're going to do a perception check.
Enjoy.
10,
11.
11,
15.
15,
16.
17.
Andrew, Samantha, and Adam, you hear a very unfortunate familiar whistling noise. Guards be approaching. They'll be here shortly. So let's go with the 2 15s on the initiative. Do you wish to attack or disengage?
Attack.
Let's finish this off.
Give me a d20 roll. Let's see if you can hit him.
16.
1.
1!
Oh, man.
Adam, let me see here. I think you're with Samantha and Copious V. Bitters, who looks really upset. How about you roll a d6? Samantha's going to be 1 2. You're going to hit yourself on a 3 4. Or you're going to punch Copious in the mouth with a 5 6.
This is genocide. I'm just saying.
I got a 5.
Oh, I'm sorry, Copious.
Saw that one coming.
House rules: when you hit your friend, at least you do half damage. So, Adam, go ahead and roll a d4.
All right. 1.
You're still going to take 1 as he nicks your nose as you were leaning in for a nice solid hit, Copious.
I was hiding behind the very large half orc with 127 hit points.
Well, he somehow managed to circumvent the ginormous size of the half orc and give you a little tweak on the nose. Who is my other 15? Go ahead,
Franco.
Frank. You can finish your guy off and knock him out.
+2. 19.
Oh, okay. Punch or kick?
There's a punch.
1d4.
3.
That is good enough. Your guy crumples under the massive strength of 127 hit points, wheeling on his face. Johnny throws up his hands. Hey, I never got a good shot in. Who was next in line after the 15s?
The 13s, I believe.
13s, go ahead. Samantha and Copious. Copious, you're still rubbing your nose from the little peck that Andrew gave you.
Yeah, I'm rubbing it all right. I'm looking at Andrew as I do it.
Wait,
Samantha?
I didn't hit.
Sorry, Adam. Y'all look alike to me.
It was Andrew, I think. Pretty sure it was Andrew.
Inclusive, out the window. Samantha, your ale tastes like cloth and ale because you're licking it right off your
Right off my sleeve.
shirt sleeve. But the good news is your other arm still has the individual's feet wrapped up.
But yeah. See, I'm like this. So they're both around there. All right. So I rolled a 12.
That is good enough to hit. Are you punching him?
Well, I'd have to let go of him to punch him. So what are the odds on me being able to bite him?
Oh, with a 12? Okay. Ankle biter. Go ahead and give me a 50-50 shot, 1 or 2 points of damage.
2.
And he'll remember you for a long time. Copious, take your swing or your kick.
We still have one in motion and moving? Is it,
Yes, Samantha's got him wrapped up, and he's now alert because she just bit him in the ankle.
okay.
Adam could have finished him off, but he decided to go after you instead.
Did I break the mug?
Oh yeah, you cracked the mug right upside the head.
All right, I'll look around. Is there anything else to grab I can pick up and hit him with? Because I'm 3 feet tall, so anything. I could hit him with Samantha.
You could grab
Together we're
Samantha,
6 feet, so let's go.
or there's a halfling screaming, "Come on, I got money on you!" And he appears to be rooting for the cleric. So if you want to one arm,
That halfling, that mouthy halfling is about to get it. I'm going
Okay.
to smack him.
his AC is going to be 15. But if you grab him, you'll grab him by the tunic and smash him down into the cleric.
That's what I'm going for right there. Let's give it a whirl. Natural 17.
That hits. Let's go with a D6, even though he's not very big. He's still big enough.
5.
Samantha, go ahead and roll a D20 versus your dexterity. Let's see if you manage to maintain.
All right. So is it my dexterity bonus or my total dexterity?
Dexterity bonus.
All right, my
plus D20.
dexterity bonus is 2 and I rolled a 3. Yeah.
Copious V. Bitters takes a nearby halfling, smashes him into the cleric, but slides him right down the cleric's body, knocking Samantha the forest gnome back into the doorway. Good news is she's unhurt. More good news, the cleric is now unconscious, as is the mouthy halfling.
Where's the halfling's money he had on me? Because that's mine now.
You're going to have to search his pockets.
No problem. I'm doing it.
And Andrew.
I just point out that little move was learned in the ring of the Gnome World WWC.
By Mr. Charles Norris.
So are all of the guys incapacitated now?
Nope, Andrew is still dancing with his, and Johnny has turned around to notice that Andrew is doing the dance of
Foxtrot?
I just noticed I have an unarmed strike of +5 to hit. Was I supposed to be using that?
Yes, you can use that in addition to your D20 roll, but your 4 is not going to do it. So
Yeah.
go ahead and roll your D20 and add your +5.
I'm actually going to stop fighting because the guards are coming. And I'm going to change my tactic and decide to sit on his head and pretend like I'm stopping the fight.
Well, now he is still standing. Now the other
he's
guy.
still standing. I thought
Yeah,
this was the guy I knocked down.
No, Johnny and Frank have the guy that's knocked down.
Okay, then
you
I will
have done
punch
some
this guy.
damage. Okay. Johnny, if you'd like to, you can turn around and pop this guy from the backside.
Yeah, to my understanding, I got hit pretty hard because I don't even remember what happened in the last couple of moments.
I'm pretty sure it was Frank that hit you.
Oh, so Frank hit me. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to pop him.
Oh,
Bring it, sweetheart.
And
Thank you
Andrew,
very
what's your
much.
roll?
I
Roll to
haven't
roll.
rolled yet.
Okay. Johnny, you go ahead.
Well, I did not hit. I rolled a 2.
What did
No,
you
you
want me to roll, Frank?
D20.
A 1.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Just good.
Swing and a miss. You and Andrew have somehow hooked your arms together, and this is going to allow the soul cleric to try and pop one of you. 1 to 3, it's going to be Andrew. 4 to 6, it's going to be Johnny. 3, Andrew, he's going to try and punch you right in the face. With a 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay, he hits.
He's going to pop you for 1 hit point.
I'm shocked. I mean, I'm hurt. No.
As you stumble backwards, the whistle is really loud, and you suddenly find yourselves, Andrew, Frank, and Johnny, surrounded by guards wearing the crest of Crag Witch. And they want to know what the tarnation is going on here. They do not see Samantha, Copious, or Adam yet.
Swing your partner round and round. Knock a cleric on the ground. Or just down.
I say, I was having no part of this. I was trying to stop it, and they just wouldn't let me by, so I had to get in it.
Well, we saw you get punched in the face, and it didn't look like you were doing very well, so we'll assume that you are a victim. Frank and Johnny, we noticed there's an individual at your feet who is unconscious and pretty beaten up.
They
What's your
were
story?
like this when I got here.
They hit me first. And I am
They
a
hit
man
him.
of my word.
Persuasion check on the guards, please. Let's do D20 plus your persuasion bonus. It's your charisma, I believe. Please be a 1.
I got a 16.
Well, if you're going to swear, I'm going to believe you.
Oh, I am a sailor. You know I swear.
A natural 19 plus 2.
You know what? I can see that. You two look like, well, I won't say men of honor, but you look like thirsty men, and you haven't even made it into the bar. As they look into the bar, they find Samantha sprawled in the doorway with her head looking out, covered in ale, and see Copious. Well, Copious, roll a d12 against me. Let's see if they see you picking the pocket of the halfling. Beat an 11.
Do I get a bonus?
I'll give you a bonus for your deception.
Then 15.
Well, that does beat an 11. They want to know what you're doing hunched over the halfling.
Hey, you know what? This is my sister. She's a drunkard. And I'm just trying to drag her out of here because she spends all her time in the beer halls drinking herself senseless.
Then why are you and Adam hovering over a halfling who's on top of a cleric?
She threw herself at the cleric. I'm not sure what was going to go down. I'm protecting her honor.
Threw herself like Trampy, or threw herself?
I'm not making.
as
It's my
fighting?
sister. I don't want to say how it comes. This is my. I got to respond to my mother.
You covered in ale. What's your story? What say you?
The tall one spilled my beer. They spilled it. Look at me.
Adam, they want to know why you spilled the beer.
I just came here to dance. That was my primary objective, and these guys got my way. I accidentally knocked over a beer, hit the little gnome. I couldn't even see her. It's not my fault.
You see me now, don't you?
Persuasion from Samantha, Copious, and Adam, please. D20 plus your charisma bonus.
18.
Ooh, 8.
Come
7.
on, mine's good enough. Come on.
We're going to let the female go because she makes a convincing argument, and we don't want to wrestle her because she stinks of ale. You two guys, we aren't buying that. We're going to talk to the halfling and see what he has to say.
I saw the whole thing, officer.
The halfling's still a little bit out of it, and he says it's going to be that big guy Andrew out there. That's the guy that hit me.
What?
That guy. That's the guy that hit me.
It was an accident. He was trying to save my ale. It was an accident.
Officer, I want that man in cuffs.
Me?
Andrew, state your case.
I wasn't anywhere near that halfling. I was
That's
at the
your case?
doorway.
Officer, if I can just intervene, that's exactly what happened. Clearly, the dwarf.
Clearly, the dwarf hit him. I'm gonna need another persuasion check from Copious v. Bitters. Hopefully, it's a little bit better than the last 7 that he rolled.
He's not allowed to roll anymore.
They roused the one that Frank and Johnny were attacking. He doesn't want to say anything. The first one, the loudmouth, leans into you, Andrew, and he says, "Your time's coming. They grab their friend off the floor, kick the halfling in the face, who rolls over Copious's legs. DC 12 versus dexterity to see if you fall flat on your face. Adam, the guards want to see you dance, so give me a performance check. D20 plus, I think it's just performance.
Are they shooting handheld crossbows at his feet?
No, they are not making him dance.
No
They want
way.
to see him dance.
Oh, shit. What do I add to it?
I'll give you your charisma bonus.
Okay, that's my Charisma's -1.
Oh, awesome. So you're going to do the
So
robot.
7.
Running Man, do it.
Yeah.
I can do Running Man.
The guard
Floss.
just shakes his head. And you know what? They're going to grab the halfling who's still a little bit stupefied, and they're just going to drag him off. Copious said, straight up D12 against me. See if you get any coins.
Straight, no chaser, 8.
10. I'm going to give you only 2 gold pieces that you managed to stake out. Let's see. Andrew, Johnny, and Frank, as the guards drag the halfling away, apparently a known troublemaker, do you now want to enter the bar? And if so, do you want to step on or over Samantha, who has yet to go ahead and rise to her statuesque 3 feet?
Or you could help me up.
Bar's
Jeez.
open. Bar's open, boys.
I help her up.
So somebody's a gentleman.
Oh,
At least
finally,
somebody
a
will vouch
gentleman.
for me next time.
Well,
I'm gonna push my way into the bar.
there you go. Everybody give me a straight up D20 roll.
13.
8.
Wow.
13.
6.
4.
Nobody wants to buy you a beer.
Oh,
So apparently they all had money on the cleric. You get a bunch of scowls. Now, straight up D20 as everybody begins their move.
I fumbled.
16.
15.
9.
18.
16 and 18. You notice as the clerics move away, they've left a little gold insignia. And Copious, as you reach for it, Frank steps on it and snaps it in half. Andrew, yours is okay. It's a small little brass amulet of some kind with a strange insignia. Looks like an H. Do you want to take it or throw it away?
This must be related to my father. I must keep it so I can throw it in his face when I punch him.
Copious, would you like to knock Frank off the amulet so that you can take it while he waits in line as Adam continues to impress the clientele with his moves?
No, I'm entranced by his dance of seduction, so I'm just focused on that right now.
It is
Thank
rather
you.
electrifying.
Thank you.
I mean, you don't see those kinds of moves very often.
You can't
No.
take your eyes off of him. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And is it the robot or a clockwork figure?
What do you think, Adam?
Let's go clockwork figure. I think that sounds a little better.
It sounds better, but your role is still horrible. Okay, everybody is in the tavern now, and let's see. Samantha and Adam, since you two originally had just a basic knowledge, you may question Copious if you'd like. Andrew, were you with Frank or were you with Johnny initially?
Me.
I have no idea.
You were with me.
Andrew and Frank, you guys can introduce yourself to Johnny, who is still upset that he didn't get a crack at any, and instead do-si-doed with Andrew. So there is a table opening up if you'd like.
Oh yeah.
And everybody
Yeah.
roll perception check.
Nine.
I as well got a 9.
So perception, you add
Wisdom?
wisdom. 21.
8.
Well,
14.
Samantha, you notice that both Andrew and Copious have some kind of unusual relic in their hand. Copious looks like it got stepped on.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Let me see.
it's related to my father. I'm putting it away.
It is not. Saw you pick it up off the floor. Let me see. Let me see.
Everything's related to my father. He's a mastermind.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
daddy
yeah. We'll get you
issues.
some,
Daddy
some
issues.
therapy later. Let's see it. Let's see it. What'd you pick up?
Daddy.
Copious,
Daddy
you could pick
didn't
up that cracked
care.
mug and show it to him. This is your father. It appears to be some kind of cloak pin in the shape of an H, but you do not know the significance of it at this time. As you look around, you notice that there are a variety of races and what would appear to be different classes, as in holy people, warriors, basic adventurers, the kind of people of your ilk and reputation. You do notice one individual keeps staring at you, and it's a little bird creature called a kenku. And it just holds its mug and looks at you, possibly entranced by Adam's dance.
Are they edible?
The bird creature is
Well,
about the
everyone's
size-
edible, but come on.
It's about the size of a halfling. I suppose you could throw it on a spit, but
Tastes like pig.
it's wearing pants, so you know.
Well, you
Let's
get to
try-
de-pants them before you eat them.
Yeah, let's draw the line at eating creatures that are wearing clothing and walking upright and talking.
Yeah,
Well, are
that's-
we lawful good paladin or something over there?
More goofy, less
Chaotic
food
good,
over.
but yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
eating him.
chaotic
He's
good,
cute.
too.
We should talk to him. He should come have a beer with us.
Thundersmuck, is that your dad over there?
Everyone is his dad.
Thundersmuck,
Actually,
I am your father.
it's like
Oh,
that
That's
book.
not my
Are
father.
you my,
My
mother?
father's
I know,
better
uglier.
dwarf than he is.
As if on cue, a waitress brings over a tray with 6 mugs on it and sets it down, courtesy of the lady at the bar.
Oh, it's a
Wait,
lady. Sorry.
Wait,
Better
the feather
dwarf than
thing's,
she is.
the feather thing's a female?
Correct. Apparently, according to the waitress, it is.
Hmm.
Drink up,
Okay.
copious. Tell me how it tastes. Bitters?
You know, no. I'll look at her again. Is she looking at us?
Oh, she's staring at you.
Is she staring us down or just like glancing like, woohoo, boys?
It would be, well, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
I see nothing.
Copious.
18.
Adam, go ahead and roll for me as well, please.
What do I roll?
A d20. Add your wisdom bonus.
14.
Copious, you decide that she's studying you, but you cannot ascertain for what purpose. Adam leans in and goes, likes my moves.
I'll take my drink and wander over there.
Can I help you with something?
He's going to thank her for the beer or the ale, whatever it is.
It's ale.
Ale. He's going to thank her for the ale. I said, ask her why she bought it for a round for the 6 people who just beat up a bunch of clerics.
Well, they aren't so much clerics as they are cultists. Do you not know who you just had a run-in with?
Totally don't, new in town.
Minions
are
of
they?
my father.
Well, is that your group over there?
No, those, I just finally met these people. The forest gnome, not even a distant relation. I don't know who she is. We've got a drunk, a dwarf with daddy issues.
Hey,
some guy who
introduce
thinks
us
he
to your
can be-
friend! Hey!
The liquor on the leather is really potent.
The
She
two
doesn't
orcs-
get out much. The rest of you are going to have to check the muffler as the bus runs over you that he just threw you under. Copious, the bird creature introduces herself as Sotrain, and she would like to speak with you and your associates if you have the time.
Sure, I'll look at the other people and say, you weird bunch, come bring your drinks. Come over here. Come here. I'm going to tell the drunkard. I said, come here. I'll buy you another beer. I said, I'm going to tell the dwarf, hey, I think I saw your dad. Get over here.
From your table, you see the male forest gnome waving you over. Hey, come over here.
I heard they're going to buy me another beer, so I'm on my way.
It's fair.
Something needs to ice this headache that I got from walking in this place.
And walking into Frank. The bird creature says, why are we all standing here? We need to go back to your table.
Finger licking, finger licking, finger licking. Ooh, chicken.
She looks over at the bartender, spins her wing, and the waitress gets another tray of mugs and goes back over to your now empty table.
Yeah, I spot ale, so I am the first one at that table. I climb into a chair. I am ready. I want my drink. I'm ready.
Roll D12 against me to see if somebody else doesn't beat you there and steals all your drinks. Just a straight up D12
Oh,
roll.
bar fight.
Dang, don't have that one.
Again.
Andy. Hold on.
Because of the gnome.
My God, I got everything. Bunch of tins. Hold on. There it is. Haha. 12. I am not even kidding.
2, you reach the table before anybody else can plop down and scoop up the tray. The rest of you join her.
Can I keep clock working during the meeting? 'Cause I'm still doing that. Okay.
I would expect no less. And
Okay.
the bird creature seems to be very entranced by the methodical movement that you're giving off.
Exactly.
The tension is palpable. Or any other word that you want to use. She pulls a chair out from underneath somebody just as they go to sit down, scoops over and sits down with you and continues to sip at her ale and look at each one of you, kind of sizing you up. After a moment, she introduces herself to the rest of you. I am so trained. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Roberto. I like long walks on the beach.
And apparently eating very sentient human creatures.
If it tastes like chicken. I saw your dad in the bathroom. Did Frank lock up? Looks
I
very
think-
still.
I think I did.
Oh, he's gone.
Can you hear
There
me
you
now?
are.
He's back.
Yay!
Ignore the man behind the curtain. She introduces herself as So Trained. I assume you guys each introduce yourself. Doing the dance. She asks you, do you know who those guys were?
Nope.
Never met him
Nope.
before.
Have you ever heard of the minions of Habuu?
Do they have anything to
No.
do with Bumbo Thunder Punch?
Never heard of her. The minions of Habuu are a cult that are currently cultivating the city. They are suspected of being problematic, but you six seem to have had no issue in dealing with them. I was wondering if you are looking for a job.
Always.
What
Yes.
does it pay?
Oh, pay is so inconsequential when it comes to doing good, don't you think?
Depends
No,
on
I
how
don't
much
think.
good
you
no,
want.
no,
No.
definitely don't think that.
I'm only in it
Even
for the
good
money.
people need to eat.
How
and
many people
drink,
do we get
so-
to kill?
2 rounds of drinks doesn't buy that much good.
The honor at this table is astonishing, and I can certainly appreciate that. I can probably purvey, shall we say, 20 gold apiece.
Cheapskate!
That's not, not
how
enough.
Yeah, how much did a single round of beers cost? Just in terms of scale.
1 gold piece.
Bought a
Yeah,
round
not
of beer
enough.
for all of us. Yeah, 20
Yes.
gold. What's the job? Let's get that established first.
Well, my associates and I have a theory that the cultists are actually. Have you heard of the plague inhabiting the city?
A little
maybe.
bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, since the other major religions aren't able to resolve the issue through the use of their magic. We believe that it is some other kind of toxin that may be beyond the means of their deity. So we think that with this new cult, who is familiar in alchemy, may be responsible for creating this plague. To bolster our concern, they seem to be the only ones that can cure this plague, but they never are able to cure 100% of people. So my associates and I have been keeping a close watch on them. Unfortunately, the 3 that you took care of have recognized us, making undercover work unacceptable for us. So what we would like for you to do is to go ahead and keep an eye on the cultists and perhaps gain some information, hence 20 gold pieces apiece, for useful information. I noticed that 2 of you have their symbols, so you may be able to even use that to infiltrate their cult.
And can you help with any, say, modest or minor infractions we may get into with local law enforcement?
We can help you to a certain degree only. Obviously, if you're going to just beat people's head in and make yourselves noticeable, that would require a significant amount of pull and may require some of your monetary findings going to resolution.
But say the occasional bowling a halfling down an alley at a cultist, that's okay, right?
Nobody much cares for halflings.
Okay, so we're agreed on something.
We're agreed. I myself just lost 10 gold pieces. I thought the cultists would beat you. Fortunately, I was mistaken. You didn't happen to get any money off that, did you?
No, nope. Totally broke. That cult, they take everything.
Okay. So
you said it was 25 gold pieces up front, 25 after, right?
Close. I said
Okay.
20 upon completion.
Oh, 20 up front, 20 after.
Right, 20 upon completion.
After and up front. Gotcha.
So did you take a strike to your ear, or? Because
Oh, you didn't hear?
I couldn't really tell what you and the other brute there who has daddy issues were doing outside.
Daddy
we get rid
don't
of that
care.
guy? The
Ignore
dwarf guy
him.
with the daddy issues?
Yeah.
We get rid of him and just take his end.
You could, but
You can go ahead and try.
hey, he's got moves, so you be careful around that guy. He can dance like a butterfly and sting like a fly swatter.
It might be
a
one of those
dance-off.
electrical ones.
It'd have to be a dance-off, not a fight. It's a dance-off.
Ooh.
Somebody whip out the Dance Dance Revolution.
When you're a shark versus a jet, that's what I'm looking for. Half orcs
Oh,
versus
yeah.
dwarves.
going
That's a
down.
good
I have a question for the Kenku.
Yes.
Can you help with healing? Like normal healing, not like disease and weird plague healing.
We can make arrangements to provide you with some minor healing if needed. You mean like portable healing, or help, I'm hurt, I have a split lip, or the dancer hit me in the face?
Like
and I
we
have a
run
broken
out of
leg?
portable healing, so we come to you.
We might be able to make arrangements for that.
So one last point of discussion. 20 gold for any information, plus exclusive salvage rights to anything we find, secrets, wisdom, information, etc., for our own use after the cult is dealt with.
Useful information, and yes. Although I don't think I have enough ale to keep the female forest gnome in stock, because she just slurps her ale right down.
Yep.
Agreed.
So
And if
yes,
we kill, we lose gold. That's the deal.
if you create an undue presence in the face of the guards and have to, shall we say, bribe them, that would come out of your purse.
Okay.
So
No
basically,
entanglements means you're fine.
like if you kill somebody in the woods and there's no guards around to see it, did you really kill anybody?
I'm having
Okay.
second thoughts about hiring you guys.
It's the half orcs. It just goes with the territory.
Apparently so. We would prefer you not kill. You are in an urban environment. Of course, killing is just inherently wrong. We understand that it does happen, but if you could keep it to a minimum.
Can you
I'm
fly
making
us and
no
drop us down
promises
on?
if I find my father.
I'm not sure who your father is. As for flying, I'm 3 feet tall and I could barely carry the female gnome. So no, you guys will have to use shoe leather to go ahead and search the city.
Ah,
Okay. Hey, I like this plan. Hey, you're all right. I won't call the colonel on you. So what do y'all think? You want to start this up? You want to shang bang dig-a-lang?
I would suggest you start at Lucky's Tavern by the South Plaza.
How far is
There you
that?
may
Oh, I
find your
like-
answers.
I like this plan. More
I like
ale.
the sound of Lucky's Tavern.
You go out of this bar, go 3 blocks down, South Plaza, where the main gate of the city is. Can't miss it. There's usually a lot of guards there.
Now, is that the
Oh,
left
joy.
or the right?
If you're a half orc, it's the up. If you're anything else, it's your left.
Left.
So, do we have an accord?
No, I drive a Nissan.
I got a Ford.
But I'm
Thank
in.
you.
Yes, we do. We do. Let's go get more ale. Come on.
Yeah, I
she-
agree.
Leave it to the
Let's
gnome.
go.
she's not going to buy you anymore. So, as you exit the bar, you do a perception check, please.
All of us?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Gnomes
7.
rule.
We do. We're very perceptive. We see things on a different level than everyone else.
I got a 19.
24.
14.
Samantha, Johnny, Copious, and Frank, you notice some individuals dressed in very familiar robes across the way. They seem to be watching the tavern that you are exiting from. You head left down the road, and the 2 natural 20s, Samantha and Copious, notice that you are being followed by 4 individuals in robes trying to make themselves to appear trying to make themselves appear discreet and failing miserably in your shortened eyesight.
Yeah, we can see those robes. Hey, guys, there's 4 of those creepy robe dudes following us. Don't know if you noticed that. I see them back there now.
You all turn at the same time.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Yep.
cultists do one of these, trying to remain innocuous and also failing miserably.
While
I'm
they're
gonna-
distracted, can I slip off into the crowd so that they don't notice and try to hide off to the side until they pass?
Give me a d20 roll and I'll tell you if you can.
I was just going to say, can I pee in a corner until they pass?
Can I use stealth as a bonus on that or not?
Yes. Frank, would you like to pee on Copious V bitters?
I saw that
If
one coming.
he's in my way. Golden shower. Natural 15.
Now you'll be fine.
Natural
Uh,
19 on
That's
the
why.
stealth.
That's why I didn't pee on you. You have just been nicely into
I'm a
the
shadow.
Andrew, Johnny, Samantha, and Adam, you turn back around and Frank and Copious are gone. They're just they've moved off into the crowd.
Where'd my
Samantha,
new friends go?
you will not see them because you're too short. Andrew, Johnny, and Adam, go ahead and give me a d20 roll and use wisdom bonus, please.
4.
You know
You
this
see
a
the
lot.
river, Johnny.
A golden river.
8.
10.
Adam and Andrew, forward ho. You know which way you're going now. Samantha, would you like Andrew and Adam and maybe push Johnny along?
Yeah, I'm going to grab on just like a child to its mama. I'm grabbing on the back of somebody's tunic and I'm grabbing him and we are following them.
Uh,
I
four
think
of-
I had one too many in the bar.
the four of you wander off. Frank and Copious, give me a D20 perception check.
17.
21.
You notice that the four cultists look around quickly, don't spot you, and begin to follow your four associates. If you wait long enough, you can sneak in behind them.
Yes, that's the plan.
Ditto.
Frank, are you finished?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Shake it
Samantha,
off, orc boy. Let's go.
Damn it, I
Samantha,
forgot.
Johnny, Adam, and Andrew, you guys head down the road. Do you check behind you, or do you continue on forward, going about your merry way?
I think we check behind us.
Perception check, all four of you, if you turn around.
I'll turn
D20 plus wisdom.
Ugh. 7.
17.
I'm
10.
short. It makes sense. I don't see anything.
Samantha, you see Johnny's legs. Adam, what did you get?
11.
And Andrew?
17.
Johnny, what did you get then?
10.
Andrew, you see them following you. The other three appear to be not roboting their way down, but they're heading towards Lucky's, and they spot the placard hanging over the front door. You notice that you are being followed, though, but you still don't see Frank and Copious.
I'm going to think to myself, this is duly noted, but I am going to follow my friends.
Your father may be in Lucky's.
That's one reason I'm following my friends.
Copious and Frank, you notice that the four cultists seem to be following your associates, but don't appear to be making any threatening gestures. As you all continue to head towards Lucky's, Andrew, Samantha, Johnny, and Adam, you reach Lucky's, and just as a halfling goes rolling out the front door,
Like literally rolling, like tumbling.
literally rolling.
Is that a sport in this town?
Yeah.
It might be. You haven't been here long enough.
I have to say, my first instinct is to pick him up and throw him right back through the door.
Adam's ready to go pro.
Roll him back in.
Do it!
You can, if you'd like to do that, go ahead.
Let's do it. D20.
D20 to hit him, to grab him.
15.
Oh, you got a hold of him. Do you want to throw him?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check real quick.
Okay. Let's see. 9, 10.
Andrew, Adam yells at you, hey, open that door real quick.
Sure.
Andrew opens the door. Now you can heave the halfling back.
All right.
Master Frodo, don't.
19.
19.
Nobody likes you
19.
anyway, Sam.
Through the uprights, in goes the halfling, but with a 19, you're going to hit somebody. Everybody outside hears the crash of tankards as the waitress takes a halfling to the knee.
Oh, come on.
Frank and Copious, you notice that the cultists continue on past Lucky's and go up into the South Plaza. Apparently, they're done following you guys.
Following the cultists and doing one of these numbers as I walk past the tavern.
Okay.
Don't know them.
Adam, Johnny, Samantha, and Andrew, you hear a huge fight going in, and out comes the halfling again. This time he's got a nice shiner.
Oh
Somebody throw him back.
no!
All right, let's throw him
Leave
back.
him alone.
I want to so bad.
It's like pinball. You just got to keep on going until the ball don't come back.
Till.
Yeah, I'll pick him up and I'll throw him back.
Fair enough. Go ahead and see if you can snatch him. D20.
You know,
A
this
3.
is just egregious behavior towards my fellow
Yes.
short people.
He is covered in vomit and ale, and you cannot get a solid grip on him.
Ugh.
Also, his shirt is ripped, and it comes right off, so you're just trying to grab his sweaty body.
Ew,
Oh,
you
Oh.
disgusting.
Is the vomit my vomit?
No, not yet.
Oh,
No,
okay.
this is really heroic story play. I'm just telling you.
We here at Geek Spiel only want the best. That's what
We
that's
do.
what we're aiming for. Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. You murder hobos throwing halflings at everyone.
Drunken gnomes,
This is where we're
halfling
at.
tossers.
For you new folks, this is what you signed up for. Good job. Johnny, you want to try and pick him up again, or Adam, Samantha, and Andrew do a perception check, please? Frank,
You're up, Andrew.
Perception check.
Natural 20.
19.
Nice.
13.
I tried to pick him up again, but I rolled a 5.
Andrew, you're laughing at Johnny, who's having his difficulty picking up the half-naked gnome. Samantha, you and Adam notice that Frank and Copius are headed into the South Plaza for some reason. And Samantha, you had the natural 20?
Mm-hmm.
Frank and Copius, what did you guys have?
Natural 19 plus 6.
I think I had 19 with bonus.
Okay. Samantha, Frank, and Copius, you notice the militia seems to be forming up in the South Plaza, just as the clerics or the cultists cross over a bridge. Another cadre of warriors comes up and blocks off the bridge. They are forming a solid line across the South Plaza, and they're moving everybody out of it. If you look to the left, you'll notice that the portcullis leading into the city is down, and a group of guards is guarding that exit. It almost seems as though you're being enclosed for a very specific reason.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So are they pushing the people towards us, like to keep us back?
They are starting to move the crowd back. They get halfway through the plaza and stop. They've just formed a line. However, you cannot get behind them, you cannot cross over the river, and you cannot get through the portcullis. Everything is blocked.
But we can
Johnny,
get into the bar.
You can get into the bar. Johnny, you want to try and pick him up one more time?
All right, let's go for the third.
Andrew, would you like to help him?
You can do it, Johnny.
I got a 12.
I'll cheer him on.
Okay, you finally got a grip on him, and he's not very pleased because his top knot is in one hand and his breeches are in the other. So you're going to go ahead and hoist him. The door is still open, and inside you can hear laughter and uproarious behavior. Do you want to throw him?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
See if you can make it through the door, or
You
if
have
hit him
to.
with the door frame.
I rolled a natural 8.
Right into the door frame.
Man,
Now the other eye's blessed.
Poor halfling has just got it bad.
However, you think he has dropped some gold coins.
well, I'm gonna look around to see and bend over to try to pick one up.
He's
The
not
strange-
wearing a shirt, and his breeches have no pockets.
The tinking noise that you heard were his teeth. 3 gold teeth have escaped his mouth as you hit him with the door frame.
Nice.
A bar wench comes out, pours a mug of ale on the halfling, who does not move. You may have killed him.
Aw.
Samantha, Copius, and Frank, you notice a man in a strange helmet with a lot of plumage, and he's forcing you back, telling you to get back.
Quarantine.
Correct.
Oh, the plague is.
Plague Town.
Gonna need you to move back, folks. Gonna need you to move back. Dwarven District is now closed.
Coughing at him.
Wait, are we the Dwarven District, or is that on the other side of them, the Dwarven District?
You're in the Dwarken District.
Oh, we're in the
You're-
Dwarken. We're the
You
Dwarken.
guys are in the quarantine zone.
And the cultists, did they get out of the quarantine zone, or are they still in here with us?
The cultists made it across the bridge just in the nick of time. You guys are quarantined.
I knew I should have
Of course they
backstabbed.
did.
Johnny,
He got help from
roll
my
a
father. I
D12.
know it.
D12 against me, Johnny. Beat a 5.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you don't find anything, and he had a little bit of lettuce in his teeth, so you found that. Andrew and Johnny, you get some roll a perception check.
What am I rolling again?
No, Adam, D20, plus wisdom. You and Johnny are laughing.
Okay.
Adam gets a.
14.
You are also watching Johnny and Andrew, and teeth come out. Samantha, you notice that Frank and Copius have been stopped by the guards and are being pushed back. And Lucky's is right behind you, and no signs of any cult.
So I'm going to say, hey guys, let's go into Lucky's. Let's get off the street.
To Adam, Johnny, and Andrew, or are you going to
Yeah,
yell
to
to
the
Frank?
ones around me. And then I'm going to say, somebody go get the other two. So they know what we're doing.
Let's
Well,
pick
Somebody
up those
taller
gold.
than me.
Let's pick up those gold teeth first, though.
I'm not touching those.
It's got to be
teeth.
worth something.
Gold is gold, baby.
Well, there are 3. So I give Johnny first dibs. How many do you want to grab?
I'm going to pick up one because when I see that it's a tooth, I'm a little disgusted by it.
Andrew and Adam?
Gold is gold, and I'm a dwarf. I'll pick
Yeah.
up one.
Same.
Okay, each one of you now have a gold tooth. Who wants to go get Frank and Copius, who seem to be staring down the guards?
I think the
I'll go
tall
get 'em.
half ogre guy should go do it.
I'll do it. But we might end up fighting. That's the only bad part. I'll go.
Adam heads over to Frank and Copius. The guard commanders, hey, you guys need to get back. I'm not going to tell you again. Move back.
Want some ice cream?
Get back now. Do you
He's not
comply?
putting hands on me, is he?
No,
How many
not
guys
yet.
are there? How many guys are there? We talking?
There are about 50 guards here, all with tower shields, big 4
Get
foot
him, Adam.
tall tower.
Just get the other two.
I got your back from Lucky's.
These guys look like experienced military individuals. They all seem to be very well regimented. These are not your podunk city watch guys. These are hardcore military.
Can I try deception?
Sure.
I'm going to start. I'm going to say, I'm going to look at him and do you not understand who I am? I said, I'm the alchemist that they've called for to go and investigate the disease outbreak. And this is my trusty servant, Igor, behind me here. I know he's ugly, but he's also stupid, but he carries stuff.
You do not have to take that at him.
With a natural 20, the guard's leader looks unconvinced and he goes, yes, I do know who you are. You're the next contestant and who's going to jail.
I feel like I've played that game before.
You probably didn't like it, did you? Step back with Igor and your other associate coming up from behind you and go
Is the other half orc behind me now too?
Yes,
It's like a bad mob boss scene.
pretty much. It's like Star Trek when they're all gangsters.
Blaster.
Yep.
Do I see all this going down from the bar?
Nope, you, Samantha, and Johnny have stepped over the unconscious halfling into a very lively tavern scene. Each table has a different game of chance.
Oh, boy,
All right.
Johnny.
And
You're
there's half the
screwed.
party.
Uh-huh.
So the military guys are like, step back. We aren't in the mood to talk. Go
All right.
away.
I'll say, guys, if we go back to Lucky's, there's more halflings to be thrown. Let's head back there.
Halfling talking. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're stepping back, but I want to look around down the lengths of the guard and the alley. How far? You said this was like a courtyard open area?
Yeah, it's a big cobblestone plaza. It looks like one of the main arteries to get into the city.
And so they're blocking it all off both directions to the extent of the street.
Yeah, they formed a semicircle so that they can protect the portcullis entrance, about half the plaza, and then the bridge.
Buildings go how high?
It varies from 2 to 3 stories apiece. And I'll go ahead and take straight up D20s from Frank, Copius, and Adam.
12.
9.
And D20, natural 16, sir.
Natural 16. You are going to be the
Was
lucky...
that initiative?
No,
Oh.
that was just perception check for me. You hear the sound of somebody yelling just as you hear a clomping on the cobblestone. As you turn around, you see what appears to be a large dog creature headed your way. It's dragging a leash, and it's going to zoom in for you.
The guards are unfazed by this large dog-like creature stomping down the street.
The guard line each takes their tower shield and forms a Roman shield wall. So that dog is not going to affect them in the least. They've got the shield wall going, and you're trapped. The dog, however, is not from the guards, so it's not a police canine. But
All right, Copious, I'm going in buying the first round of whatever one copper can buy on me. See you later.
Copious and Adam?
I'm following.
Yeah, the two big guys have left. So there's a 3-foot guy and a giant dog. I sound like a chew toy. I'm following the two of them.
D12 against me. Let's see if you make it inside.
All three of us?
Nope, just Copious, who is late to the game.
9.
6. As the dog bears down on you, you expedite your progress into Lucky's, and just as you cross the threshold, you hear the sound of a dog gnawing on a limb. Suddenly,
Whose
a
limb?
halfling wakes up and starts screaming. So the waitress...
We didn't kill him.
You didn't kill him. The waitress sees the dog gnawing down, is disgusted, and shuts the door. So as you enter Lucky's Tavern, your eyes all have to adjust. You find Samantha, Andrew, and Johnny already examining the venues available. And I think we should probably take a break, if that's okay with it.
Just a short one.
Yep.
Sure.
So folks, give us about 5 minutes to go ahead and get everything squared away, and we'll see you back here to see what happens inside Lucky's. Hey, welcome back. When last we left, our group was headed into Lucky's Tavern, an area that they thought they might be able to go ahead and find out more information on this mysterious cult. As we rejoin the group, Frank, Copious, and Adam have just entered after Copious watched the unconscious halfling being half-eaten by a rabid dog. Andrew, Samantha, and Johnny have already scoped out the gaming tables and found themselves a little game of chance. We rejoin them now to see if they want to throw the bones. Johnny, Andrew, and Samantha. You guys are in the dimly lit tavern, and it has a very unique smell of sweet vomit.
Whew.
I am not gambling. I do not do that.
Oh, I got the itch right now. Let me have them bones. I want to roll.
New shooter coming up. New shooter.
Oh. Yes. I'm feeling hot tonight.
Have you ever played Duel 20?
Duel 20?
Duel
No,
20.
I haven't.
What you need to do is you need to take 2 D20, and you're going to roll against the opposing shooter. How much would you like to gamble?
Ooh, let me read. I got 1 gold,
Got a gold
tooth
tooth.
that I have handy here.
Oh, gold tooth. Yeah. 1 gold?
1 gold tooth.
Okay. So you're ready to throw 2 D20?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Go ahead and throw.
Ah. I rolled a 6 and a 3.
Oh,
I have 26. Samantha and Andrew, roll perception check.
I don't see anything. I got a 1.
really? Oh, I forget what my adder is. Hold on. Okay.
Wisdom?
8+3. So yeah, I got 11.
You don't notice that Johnny's opponent rolled 3 D20 in an effort to go ahead and conceal some treasure. Frank, Copious, and Adam, I need you to roll a D20 for audio perception, please.
19 plus whatever it is.
Copious
3.
and Adam?
3.
8.
Copious and Adam, you just cannot hear anything but Frank's lovely, what is it, half orc? No, you're a half orc.
Mm-hmm.
Your finely tuned half orc hearing picks up, and that's why I hate those damn cultists.
Oh?
Johnny, care to roll the bones again?
Oh, I gotta chase the dragon on this one. I just lost my gold tooth, and now I'm looking to double down.
Okay.
I'll
Ready?
loan you a gold tooth.
Me too.
2 D20.
Oh boy. I did better this time. I rolled a total of 19.
I rolled 34. Samantha, Andrew, and Johnny this time do perception check.
Nope. 9.
11.
18 plus 3. So yeah, I think I caught a little something.
Samantha,
I'm
you,
looking for
you
my
spotted an unusual amount of dice being thrown by the other party. You can go ahead and tell Johnny and Andrew, who apparently is looking up at the ceiling, where
Hey.
somebody has stuffed copper coins into the timbers.
guys, they rolled 3. Don't fall for that. Come on.
They
I watched
cheated.
them
What?
get 3.
Where?
Yes.
I don't know what she's talking about. She's not tall enough to see over the table.
I can too. It's right at eye level, right at my nose.
Who's saying that? Who's saying who?
I will crawl under this table and I will kick you somewhere tender. You heard me.
I want to see that dexterity roll.
High kick.
Frank, Copius, and Adam, you notice we'll say, dispute starting to brew between your 3 new colleagues and a bunch of shady-looking characters. Frank, what do you want to do with the knowledge of the drunk in the corner griping about the cultists?
I'm going to spread that knowledge and say, should we investigate cult or help the drunks?
Adam and Copius, you've been approached. What would you like to do?
20 gold sitting in the corner. It's just going to be another brawl.
Don't care. 20
behind us.
gold.
20 gold.
Woo!
Adam?
I'm gonna go help the gamblers. Open the scripts.
Goody tissues.
He just wants to fight. Don't
No,
let
I'm just
him
itching
kid
for.
you.
No, it's not.
And somebody
Frank-
might drop some gold.
Just
So,
itching
you
for
know.
a fight.
Yeah.
Frank and Copius, you go over to the corner to find a drunk sitting by himself, apparently griping to himself. Johnny, Samantha, and Andrew, you seem to have a problem here with potentially unsavory gamblers. What would you like to do? You notice Adam coming up behind the lead unsavory gambler.
At this point, upon
You're
no or
working for my
learning that
father,
there might be-
aren't you, unsavory gambler?
I am your father.
He's a bigger dwarf than you.
Oh, Lord.
Johnny, you're the one that's getting cheated. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna reach down and grab the hand.
Whoa,
that I believe
PG-13.
has
Hand.
3 dice in it,
Hand.
and try to open it to prove that there are 3 dice being rolled.
Ah, yeah.
Smart man.
The gambler looks at you and goes, I, Robert Plant, order you to let go of my hand.
What?
Robert Plant.
Robert Plant.
What?
I
It's the
recognize
band.
that name. He's my father's servant.
I am not gonna let go. Open your hand, Robert Plant.
Go ahead and D20. Let's grapple this one out.
Andrew, is your dad Jimmy Page?
I rolled a 16.
Jimmy Page is next to Mr. Plant at this time. I rolled a 19. I've got a
19.
death grip on that.
Copious.
I got a
This is
8.
my adventure.
This is your adventure. Why aren't
The-
you over there?
Adam, the
20
guy in
gold.
front of you, says, hey, back off, or my name's not James Page. And the guy on the other side says, and I too, Johann Bonham, you let go of my friend's hand. Had to do a little research for that one. You let go of my hand.
Not until he drops the dice and proves he cheated. I want my gold tooth back.
So what if I do duck under the table and I scoot over to where the guy is and I just spin around and try to kick him right in the shins, you know, where it hurts really, really badly.
Okay.
Okay.
See,
Or
what if I throw
uh,
Samantha one of their faces? I think that's what I
Do
want to
not
do.
throw me. No. No.
Samantha
I know.
goes under the table. Andrew, what are you going to do? Andrew, what do you want to do?
to grab his other hand?
Oh, you're going to reach over. And Adam, you are behind James Page, Master James Page. And the two against the unsavory gambler begin to stand.
I just stand up and stare at them for the moment.
Okay. Cut
Yeah.
over to Frank and Copius. You are entertaining a obviously inebriated individual, clamoring on about cultist this and cultist that.
What do you know about the cultists? Those damn cultists.
I know those damn cultists are responsible for this whole sickness, illness thingy and me not having enough ale.
I knew it. You should buy us some ale. Talk more about it.
D20 against me, straight roll. 7.
16.
14.
Yes, I will do that. I will do that. Winch, bring me
3.
4 ales.
4.
ale. I'm a two-fisted drinker.
No.
The tumult next to you seems to be increasing as you hear the shady individual scream out in pain as he takes a shot to the shin, which, as we all know, is the most painful area to be kicked in.
Yeah.
Second most.
Go ahead and roll D20 for me, Samantha. Let's make sure that you kick him and not the chair leg.
Oops, wait, rolled it off the table. I rolled a 12.
12's good enough to kick him right in the shin. He howls in pain. Adam, you're standing up between Master Jimmy Page and Johann Bonham. They are looking kind of worried. Andrew, what would you like to do with the one arm of the gambler? And Johnny, what would you like to do with the other arm of the gambler?
I'm gonna reach over and pound my free hand onto his arm.
Johnny?
That sounds good. I'll do the same. I want to get that palm open. I want to see those dice.
D20 from both of you, please.
Brutal.
Adam, roll D20 for intimidation. See if you can scare
10.
these guys. 10 and
19.
I rolled a 5.
Johnny, you slam the table. Samantha, the table bends and pops you in the head. Adam, they put their hands up. They don't want anything to do with you, and they scurry off. Andrew, you pop him in the arm, but he does not release. Frank and Copious, the drunks are just going bananas over next to you. Your beers arrive. The guy takes 2 beers, and another thing. I know where they're hiding.
Where?
I want to hear it.
Tell us all about it.
I gotta pee. I gotta pee. I'll be
Here.
right back. I gotta
Wait,
pee.
don't go nowhere. I got a cup.
Last time they threw me out, they treated me like a halfling. I'll be right back.
Let's
We'll hold the cup.
One-
this,
Sure, you can come hold the cup. Back to the
No.
fight, ladies and gentlemen.
the bard orc. He does that for a living. He's known to do it. Just tip him well.
Adam, you're feeling quite pleased with yourself after scaring off Master James Page and Johann Bonham off. Samantha, what do you want to do? You want to try and kick? Because he's going to try and kick you.
Is there room for me to crawl around behind him without him seeing me?
You see a spare leg available. And Andrew, Samantha, Johnny, and Adam, everybody roll initiative, please. Beating a 20. Not natural.
14 plus
Those cats. You want me to
Yeah.
roll again?
16.
11.
16, 11,
13.
11.
13, and 11. Samantha, I'm going to try and kick you and yank Odd Andrew, even Johnny. Odd Andrew, I'm going to try and yank him over the table. So with my first action, I'm going to try and kick you.
I weigh 200 pounds, just so you know.
Okay, 15. Does a 15 hit you, Samantha?
It does.
He kicks you in the face.
No.
4,
Jerk.
1 hit point.
Oh.
Andrew, he's going to try and pull with a 3. So he is not going to be able to pull free. Andrew, Samantha, Johnny, and Adam, you guys are up. You can do what you want. Frank and Copious, you watch the drunk stagger towards a back room.
Oh, this sounds bad and stockish, but I'm following that sucker because he's so going to die the minute he's bar.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna go watch him pee. but I'm not holding a cup.
It's right.
Okay, you two are going back into the lavatory. Andrew, Samantha, Johnny, and Adam, you guys to deal with the shady gangster known as
I'm
Plant.
gonna pound on his arm again.
Okay, see if you can hit him.
18 total.
That hits. Do a D4 since you're pounding on him.
3.
Okay, Johnny, you are also on top. What do you want to do? You're tugging at the hand with the dice.
I think I'm going to notice that there's a stein sitting on the table, and I'm going to pick that up with my free hand and swing it at him in an attempt to hit him in the face.
Not in the face. Not in the face.
Please be a 1.
Oh, this is not good. I need a different D20 over here. It's a natural 11.
You're going to swing and miss, but you are not going to hit Andrew, which is good news. Samantha?
Thank you for not hitting me.
You're
So
welcome.
I'm mad. Guy hit me right in the face. I am mad.
Got a
Can
little
I took 6
dribble of
points.
blood.
You took
Yep.
1.
Can I see his tenders?
Ooh.
Yes, because Andrew and John, so he cannot even get up. So a little uppercut action would be accessible.
This is how he
Okay.
sang Kashmir. This is the high note.
All right. So let's see if it hits. 12.
12 is good enough to hit. 1d4 damage.
2.
Being the
1
musical
for
indiv-
each.
being the musical individual that Bob Plant is, he begins to sing Moon River in a very high-pitched voice, and the bartender yells out, "Who let that damn halfling back in here?" Adam, you are up. You see
All right.
him start singing in a pitch that you are not used to.
Can I deliver the final blow, an uppercut?
Sure. Well, you're going to hit him in the back of the head.
How about I shove him over Samantha to trip him?
Well,
that-
Over
you'll
the
shove
table.
Him,
I'm
shove
under
him
the
over
table.
the table.
But yeah,
Okay, let's do
I
that.
like it. Good
Okay.
plan. Hit him good for me.
13.
13 does hit him. You push him. Give me a D4 for damage.
4.
The hand that Johnny had pops open, 3 bones roll out, and the guy falls flat over unconscious. Samantha, his tenders are available. Andrew and Johnny, you can just drag him over the table and just pummel him if you wish.
I'm gonna say, see, 3 dice. I'm done.
That's it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
knew
just-
we cheated.
I'll just celebrate because I'm just so
Yeah.
happy that he fell down, and yeah, I'm like, woohoo! Good job, guys.
I'm just surprised Andrew didn't mention his father once during that entire fight.
I did too.
You just killed Andrew's father. I hope you
Yeah,
guys
just like,
are
is
all
this
happy.
your dad?
I just wonder how good you guys feel since it was 4-on-1. You guys feel good about yourself?
Oh, I feel
That's
great.
It
3
used
and a
to be
half.
4 on
Good
3.
with
3
Two
and a
of them
half.
ran. That's not our problem.
I'm
Well,
pretty
that's
happy with
because-
it.
Heroic.
That's because Adam was able to just moonwalk all over the place and scared him off. Frank and Copius, in his intoxicated state, the guy just starts to mumble as he puts his head onto the wall as he attempts to urinate into a bucket, failing horribly.
If he
Ew.
falls in a bucket, I ain't picking him up.
Oh, he'll drown. Yeah, he's done.
So you'll pick up random teeth on the ground, but
No, that's
Oh,
those savages you guys.
Yeah, that wasn't us.
Frank and Copius, give me an audio perception check, please. See if you can decipher what his drunken ramblings are.
Yep, he's missing the bucket. I rolled a natural 15.
Okay.
Natural 13.
Copius, you cannot hear him. But Frank, as he watches him miss the bucket, hears the word faders, faders, faders.
Darth Vader?
It's your father.
Father?
oh great, now we're
Dark
back to the father. Oh come on.
It
Don't
sounds
say
like
that word.
faders.
Faders?
And as
Multiple
his,
fathers?
and as his nose hits the wall, he begins to slide down, falling, overturning the bucket of urine, pouring it onto himself.
I'm out.
Yeah, that's my cue to leave the John.
As you walk out, you see these four celebrating. Adam seems extremely pleased with himself after intimidating two unscrupulous gangsters. And Johnny and Andrew are going through some dude's pockets as he's splayed out on the round table
Hey, I never said I wanted to steal.
in a very
Oh,
PG
I did.
13 plus esque pose. Andrew is not stealing, he is just looking for loose change. You also see Samantha pop up. That's how you do it, boys.
Right in the tenders.
Right in the tenders.
Yes.
The bartender looks over and goes, buy something or get out.
We
Flip her a
did.
gold tooth.
So I'll be like, did you guys find some gold on that guy? Can we buy some drinks? I like it here.
I'll give you three drinks for that gold tooth.
Yeah, I think we still have a gold tooth, don't we?
We just got 2 gold teeth back.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Give
And
us
I got 3
6.
dice now, too. That I
This is writing itself. This is a Dragonlance adventure if I ever heard of one right here. The heroism.
Your songs will be written about your trials and tribulations at this point in time. So you four are getting drinks, forfeiting Andrew and Adam's gold teeth, I assume.
I don't recognize this
Mhm.
guy, do I?
Okay. Which guy? The bartender?
No, the guy sprawled across the table.
No, he's face down. So unless there's something you want to tell us, you don't recognize him at all.
Keep that to
Well,
yourself, please. Thank you.
I tell you what.
You and Copious do notice that these four have somehow miraculously gotten drinks. There's a guy passed out, aka unconscious, due to a beat down on the table. You have some information, and Copious watched a man cover himself in urine. That is where we stand at this point. Who would like to do something?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the bar, wench, keep, whoever's serving drinks, and ask her if the term Vaders means anything to her.
Is that your father?
Say, that's gold figure.
Give me a perception check, please.
Just him.
Just him. He's the one asking.
Natural 19, 24 with bonus.
One more time.
Vaders with an S. I don't know if that's plural or just the name. Vaders.
She looks at you and goes, you mean Faders Fabrics?
Vaders. I might have meant. I think that's where my waistcoat came from, actually.
No.
Where could I find Faders Fabrics?
Faders Fabrics is you go out this door, you go down the alley, you come to the Church of the Holy Sword, and it's right across the street. It's sandwiched in between the two inns.
What are the names of the inns?
The Sleepaway and the Hideaway. The Sleepaway is the first one. Faders Fabrics. Faders Fine Fabrics.
Faders Fine Fabrics.
Yes. Ask for, I hope you don't mind, halflings, because old lady Fader's in charge, but she's a halfling.
Can
Freaking
somebody
Faders!
control Adam?
So yeah, it's down the hall. You four have now finished your drink. Would you, Johnny? You searched the body, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and D6 for me.
I got a 4.
You got 4 gold pieces out of the unscrupulous Robert Plant. His 4 gold discs.
4 gold discs. I'm gonna look at these gold discs. Is there
got
any writing?
Grooves. They've got grooves in them. They're a really unusual type of currency. It's a gold disc with grooves in it.
And a lock of his hair. Take a lock of his hair.
Ooh, I don't want his hair.
And any musical instrument he might have had on him.
Where's
So,
he hiding it?
well, you recognize him. Apparently. So we've got 4 individuals. Oh, by the way, Samantha is bleeding from the nose. She took a pretty good kick to the face.
No,
Andrew,
I wiped that on Adam's leg when I went by.
oh, well, there you go.
He didn't notice. He's tall.
I assume it was from Adam.
And he's still puffed up from being able to intimidate the 2 individuals.
Exactly. He's very
I'm
proud
very
of
happy.
himself.
I didn't notice.
So, Copious, you seem to have encountered some useful information. Would you like to share it or give it to the human unicorn or tell the group?
I'm going to tell the heroes to listen up. We've got a solid lead on where to go next from a
So-
drunk who passed out in his own urine in the toilet.
So, aside from telling that to the heroes, are you going to tell Andrew, Samantha, Johnny, and Adam?
Yes, please. We'd like to know this.
After the heroes ignore me, then I'm going to turn
I
around to the
didn't
rest of the
ignore you.
slot
I list.
and go and tell them the same thing.
So, apparently, Copious has discovered something about Fader's fabrics from the inebriated rant of some drunk who is now covered in his own urine and urinary spittoon. It is down the alleyway and sandwiched between 2 inns, the sleepaway and the hideaway.
Hourly rates available.
Even less for those of smaller stature. Looking at the clock, it's 11:05. Since this is episode 0, we've covered a great deal of ground so far. I think we'll give our viewers a break as well as ourselves. Does anybody have any questions before we say good night?
How many levels did we go up with that heroism?
Yeah,
We took
especially
on
me.
two halflings, 3 people, a drunk.
You have vaulted securely into first level stardom. You
Woo,
guys are
yes.
seasoned bar fighters.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
For
Do we
those
gold
of you,
teeth left? Or do we spend all of them?
I think Johnny has his gold tooth left. Andrew and you used yours to buy drinks for the food. So
Okay.
you've got 1 gold tooth, a couple of golden discs with grooves on it, and more importantly, information.
And best of all, I'm with the group.
And you didn't get kicked in the face.
I did. I got kicked right in the face.
Oh, sorry.
I have 3 hit points left because of it.
Well, folks, we'd all like to thank you for going ahead and listening to the inaugural kickoff of Minions of Habuu. We hope that you join us again next Tuesday to see what our unlikely band of heroes can circumvent from their knowledge. Anybody else want to say a hearty thank you to everybody who was watching?
Yeah,
Sure.
thanks,
Hearty
guys.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'll
Thank you.
leave out the hardy, but yes, thank you very much, guys. It was fun.
And
Fair
if
enough.
you see Bumpo Thunder Punch, tell him I'm coming for him.
You're never going to find that guy, ever. You might find his grave. So all of us here, especially Geek Spiel, thank you for listening, and we hope to see you next week.